Welcome into the recap of the White Sox 5-3 loss to the Detroit Tigers at Guaranteed Rate Field tonight. I'm David Kaplan. Wow, you get swept away by the Guardians. No excuse for that, but at least they're the Guardians. They're going to be in the postseason. They're going to be a division champ. The shitty Detroit Tigers, who are 4 billion games under 500, and you lose at home? Wow. Andrew Vaughn, outstanding play tonight, robbing Javi Baez of a home run. But there weren't a lot of highlights here. Let's go through some of the numbers and talk about this lousy ball club they've got. Lucas Giolito gave you 6 innings of 6 hit, 3 run, all earned, 9 strikeout, 1 walk, baseball allowed 1 home run. That's an outstanding start. You should be able to win with those type of numbers. Lopez, an inning, 1 hit, 1 run. Lambert, an inning, 1 hit, 1 run. Tanner Banks, an inning, 1 hit, no runs. He punched out 2. You got the ball game tied. You were down 3-0. I'm sitting on the couch, having a glass of wine. A little more. And I was just enjoying my Friday night. And I'm watching this lousy ball club known as the Chicago White Sox just get out-hustled. They're done. They have just thrown in the towel, and it's an embarrassment that this is a team that so many of us, me included, picked to win the division and to get to the World Series and win it. Jeff Pass and a whole bunch of us thought, boy, there's a lot of talent on the roster. I didn't know Yasmani Grandal would be a guy worthy at the end of the year of getting a cardboard box and a check and going, you got 1 year left, get the H out. Awful. Absolutely a lousy player. They regret that signing. You look through this lineup. Elvis Andrus, 2 more hits tonight. This guy was released by Oakland because they didn't want him to vest his option, but he's still a good player. I'd hang on to him. He's 34 years of age. I'd figure it out whether he's at second or he's at short if you made a bigger deal with Tim Anderson. Moncada in 0 for 5. Abreu had a knock. Jimenez had a knock. Pollock had a knock. He hit a home run tonight, a 2-run jack. But not a lot offensively. Just a team that just looks flat, that just is going through the motions. They have so many decisions to make. The first decision has to be, who's constructing your ball club? Is it Rick Hahn? Is it Kenny Williams, who has made it clear he's still involved, as he likes people to know? Okay, if you're still involved, you got to wear a lot of this. You're the boss. That's just a fact. How much autonomy does Rick have? Rick didn't get to hire the manager. We all know that. So is Tony coming back? Is Tony not coming back? We're getting no clarity there. So, folks, there are a lot of questions that have to be answered by the Chicago White Sox. And they're going to have to do it in fairly short order because your window still is open, but you're going to have to change the culture. Think back to leading into the 05 season, the winter of 04-05. And the word came down, the White Sox had traded El Caballo, Carlos Lee, to the Milwaukee Brewers for Scott Podsednik. And everyone went, huh? Even Ozzy said last night on the postgame show, we got who? That little guy at the top of the lineup for El Caballo? And guess what? It turned out to be one of the key moves that they made, Kenny Williams made that winter that helped spur them to a World Series championship in 2005 that nobody saw coming. My point is, there's still talented players here. It's just a poorly constructed roster, and it has to get fixed. But it's going to take major league stones. You're going to have to trade guys that people are going to hear it and go, they traded who? Who is that? I don't know. Is that Tim Anderson? Is that Luis Robert? Is that Eloy Jimenez? Do you not re-sign Jose Abreu? A ton of questions have to be answered. That is the recap for tonight. White Sox lose yet again. This time the Tigers slap them around 5-3 at Guaranteed Rate Field. And it was good to hear Steve Stone back on the broadcast tonight with my friend Connor McKnight. Have a great rest of your evening. Take that.